Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Taz. If you know me by music, I am Travaine. Either way, I just appreciate you guys for knowing who I am. Do me a favor, if it's your first time, your second time, or third time, and you haven't hit that follow button already on whatever social media you see this on, do me a favor and follow. If you're listening to this on Spotify, Apple, iHeart, or wherever, and you haven't followed that podcast platform, please follow right now for more stories like this. If you send this video, yeah, it's a little different because I'm not in the studio. I'm outside. Although it's hella hot outside, I'm under this port and I have a really nice breeze blowing. So shout out to Dallas weather, right? Life has been lifing, but God is still good. Tell people God is good on bad days. Uh, you guys know uh, how sometime whenever, right at the point whenever God is about to do something real big in your life, sometime the enemy want to come in and try you to break you so that you never meet that destiny. I have a message for the devil. You made that up. I ain't giving up. I'm not giving in. But watch how I bounce back. Getting into today's story on In the Spotlight News. Within the last 24 hours, I have been seeing a lot of stories involving American Idol winner Jamal Roberts and his refusal to do performances for Pride this year. And keeping in mind, this is coming from somebody who is both a member of the entertainment industry, credibly, and someone who is a member of the LGBTQ community also. Uh, and I hate what I'm seeing. Why do you hate what you're seeing, Taz? I hate what I'm seeing because you guys or people are carrying a story that's based off of someone who just created a Facebook page, just created an Instagram page, just created a TikTok, just created a YouTube, and has no real attachment to the industry. Before I actually sat down to do this video, because I wanted to make sure that I kind of had a clue as to what to say or what I was talking about, I um I went on all the credible websites that I know, if this was a real story, would carry this. Keeping in mind, this story has been going on for a couple of days. So by now, your BETs or your MTV.coms or your US Weeklies, Hollywood Unlocked, um, even Shade Room, uh, these real credible media outlets would have been covered this story because it would be something that's real, something that can be proven because they don't cover, and I try not to cover something that in this kind of situation that I can't prove because I'm not the person that want to slander someone's name just because I want to click, because I want to like, because I want to follow, because there is definitely an understanding that what people do, uh, there's a thirst for drama in this world that it is ridiculous. There's a thirst for gossip. There's a thirst to want to counsel somebody. There's a thirst to want to make somebody look bad, to make somebody want to lose. That these people who make up these profiles on social media just come up with stories that they know is going to get people riled up. And that's exactly what I feel is happening in the case of Jamal Roberts. Because in looking for this story on the credible websites, there were none at all, period. Not a one. But when you look on social media, and like I even looked at some of the pages on social media, or even some of the people that were talking about it on social media, what I first thing I learned is some of the people that are making videos talking about this don't even know what they're talking about because they're taking it from these profiles from people again who are not attached to the industry, whose proximity to even get a story like this is neither here nor there. But instead, because we want those clicks, we want somebody to like our page, we want their engagements so that we could make money. And y'all don't even understand, to make money off of any of this social media, if you don't do this right here 3, 4, 5, 6 times a day, you ain't getting nothing. But we make up these stories, and people are so lazy, that instead of actually doing an investigation yourself to see if these stories are true, We just take the headline that Jamal Roberts don't want to perform for pride events, and we run with it. We don't know if this is true, really. You just know what somebody who made up a Facebook page said because they wanted to get your attention to get you to follow their page. Now, I will say this, keeping in mind, I'm attached to the LGBTQ community. If the man don't want to perform for a pride event, the man don't have to perform for a pride event. Simple. You want somebody to perform at a pride event? Call Tank again. I'm pretty sure he ready to do it. Call Dochi. Call the people who want to. You can't knock somebody because they don't want to perform. And it's not even, based off of necessarily a religion thing. I just don't want to. How many times does somebody ask you to do something and you didn't want to do it and you was like, nah, I'm good. And if in fact he don't want to perform, nah, he good. But we have to stop taking these headlines that everyday people, again, who are not attached to the entertainment industry, who are not attached to the artist or whoever the person is, we have to stop taking these headlines and making them the gospel, making them the all out truth. Because it's already hard enough for music artists to make money because, I mean, not making money off of streaming, not making money off of sales. So what matters is actually having to get out in the public and do things. And whenever you decide you want to take somebody's credibility on stuff that's not even real, you become the problem. And you have to decide if that's the person you want to be, your character has just been damaged. If you would rather run with a story that has no backing, you didn't do no investigation on this story, but you want to run with it, you have just become the problem. So I ask you, is this who you want to be? I sure hope not, because that's just not what that is. For a couple likes, for some engagements, for some comments, it's not worth it. Hey, it's your boy Taz. Do me a favor. Wherever you're watching this video or listening to this video, subscribe right now. You can also subscribe to our podcast in the spotlight on all social media uh, under the Spotlight Media Group and on Spotify and Apple and iHeart under the Intro Podcast. Thank you guys so much for listening. Comment. I want to know what you guys think. Let's go.